Yo, what's up? So my name is Andres, but you guys can of course call me bro. And today I'm going to be talking to you about Tirzepatide and MK677 that I'm running it for 6 weeks. Obviously, I'm big into fitness. It's kind of my thing. It's kind of my vibe. I love doing it. And Tirzepatide and MK677 are a combination of two compounds that I have, never tried Tirzepatide before, but I have tried MK677. What I want to do is run them together as the benefits from them somewhat cancel themselves out. But I'm mostly looking to do though is try Tirzepatide for the first time and experience what it's like to be on it. Remember to subscribe to the channel though if you want to see the weekly updates to this series. You hit that subscribe button somewhere along the screen. Make sure you like it and leave me a comment if you have any questions about what's going on. I'm going to be running this series for about 6 weeks, trying to take you guys on a journey of what it's like to be on these compounds, what my body composition does, how I'm feeling, what it's doing to me, what are the effects of the Tirzepatide, which is something I'll talk about here in a little bit as to what it is and what it is for. Weight every week. I'll show you some of the muscle gain that I've gotten, what my body composition overall looks like. It's really just a content experiment that I'm doing, but it's also something that I can try and do for the very first time and experience it and share the experience with you. As far as protocol and the things that I'm going to be doing or how much I'm going to be taking, some of the rules and some of the things that I'm going to be doing during this protocol is make sure I get my sleep 6 to 8 hours every night. I'm not going to be drinking any alcohol except I have a trip to a wedding, so there's likely going to be 2 nights of partying, if not just 1 night of partying. And of course, I'm going to be consistently going to the gym. One of the things I did, weighed myself this morning at 189 pounds. I took some body measurements and we'll roll that tape right now. I'm not the biggest fan of taking measurements, but I did do it just for the sake of it. Got 45 over my chest. I did my waist, that was 33. Then I proceeded to do my glutes, which turned out to be 40. Then I did my arm and that was just over 16 inches. This is what I look like recording after the first meal. So I've had 1 meal today, but I did some without a meal at all right when I woke up. Hi, Goku. So as far as the protocol, the dosage overview, I'm taking the Tirzepatide for 4 weeks at 2 milligrams. I'm taking the Tirzepatide after that at 2.5 milligrams for another 4 weeks. And then I'm going to go up to 5 milligrams for another 4 weeks. Or actually whatever's left of the vial, truly. The MK677, like I said, 25 milligrams nightly right before bed. MK677 has some side effects that make it so that it's best to take overnight. Again, more on that here in a second. As you guys should all know, I'm not natty. I do take testosterone every week. I take about 0.35 mLs from a 200 mg/ml vial. That really kind of works out to about 140 milligrams of testosterone every week. It's basically a TRT dosage. So that's as far as the protocol of any sort of injectable or orals that I'm taking. I'm obviously taking my multivitamin. I'm taking my fish oil. I take a vitamin D3 pill. I take creatine. I take my typical protein. All those things are not changing. Go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. So a little bit of information. This is probably going to stick to the one video explaining what MK677 is. So MK677 is basically something called ibutamoren. It's a growth hormone secretagogue. What it does is it stimulates the secretion of growth hormone and IGF-1, insulin growth factor 1 in the body. Really what you're using this for is just to help you with some muscle growth, some fat loss, recovery. Some of the side effects that can come from MK677 is increased appetite. I've dealt with this before when I took it before, but I took a much smaller dosage. You can get improved sleep quality due to the secretion of the growth hormone IGF-1. The last potential thing is you're going to get some mild swelling, some water retention. I didn't experience that much with my last dose, aside from the fact that I was gaining and I was bulking and I was like over 200 pounds. I actually think MK67 was one of the reasons that I got myself up to almost 210. There could be some potential changes in blood sugar levels. I definitely want to make sure I monitor those. I will get a checkup in 6 months from July, so about 5 months from now, and hopefully those are all good. That is about MK677. As far as Tirzepatide, so this is basically known as one of the weight loss miracle drugs. It's very new to the market. There's some better ones out there now already, but this one has proven very, very good results. What Tirzepatide is a medication that acts as a dual GLP-1 and GIP receptor agonist, often used for managing blood sugar levels and can aid in weight loss. Originally though, this was developed as a type 2 diabetes drug, but it's used again for weight management, regulating your appetite, and improving your overall metabolic health. You can get some side effects can be nauseous, gastrointestinal discomfort, and in some cases, and potential changes in digestion, and some mild fatigue as the body adjusts, which is normal, especially if you're in a fat loss diet and you are eating way less. You're typically going to feel some sort of body fatigue, mind fatigue, sleep suffers, and things like that. So if you want to know more about Tirzepatide, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what questions you have, and I would be happy to answer them as best as I can. So here we are in the bathroom. I'm getting ready to take my Tirzepatide injection. It's subcutaneous, so that means that it just goes inside my skin. It doesn't go in the muscle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get myself right here. I'm not sure if this is actually allowed on YouTube, so I'm gonna face away from the camera. You make sure you have some alcohol pads, and then these very tiny needles really are just good for subcutaneous. The needle's very tiny. I've already eaten. I heard from somebody yesterday, like the smell of food after you take it will start to it'll make you kind of feel nauseous. So I had breakfast, or in fact, I've had most of my breakfast. I'm never taking Tirzepatide. My sister is on it. And what I want to do is sort of share in her experience and test it for myself. I don't think it's something that I need to lose weight, and that's why I'm taking a very small dosage. Now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna pull to the 11 mark. Oh my God, it's like pink. Just gonna pinch my skin, turn around just in case. Whew. First injection done. All right, so it is 3:40 in the morning. Yeah, it was a late night streaming. Here we go. So I have the nighttime MK677. I'm gonna take the 25 milligrams per ml. I've never taken it. Whoa, there goes some of it. Oh, that's embarrassing. That doesn't actually taste good. To lick that all up, it doesn't actually taste very good. There we go. Whole 25 milligrams. And again, the reason you want to take this guy at night is because it's going to give you massive hunger, and it's also going to help you sleep well. So you avoid the hunger signaling that this gives you by sleeping it off, essentially. It'll still do it throughout the day, and you'll still get the swelling and the water retention and stuff, but you won't get the hunger as much because you take it right before bed. I am a mess. While I'm at it, I also do take 20 to 30 milligrams of melatonin before I go to bed. I'm going to take 30, which is a total of 3 gummies. And I take magnesium glycinate, which helps me relax and actually helps me poop in the morning. So that's that. First dose of ibutamoren, or MK677. I look forward to sharing this journey with you guys. I can't wait to see what my body turns into and looks like after I'm done. Remember, my name is Andres, but you guys can call me bro. And until next time, peace.